Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Marvel Monday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Marvel Legends series, comic book accessory waves, giant-sized X-Men, Banshee. Let's get into it! Let's begin with a look at the packaging. And here we have Marvel Legends series and that old school kind of, you know, how Marvel Comics used to do with the heads over here in the corner. Marvel Legends series number 1. It says right there. And that M they used to do in the 90s. Giant size X-Men. Warning! Don't stick things in your pie hole that do not belong there. 4 and up, and the assortment numbers if you need that kind of thing. Let me see if I can turn it here where you can get it. And maybe the camera will focus. There it goes. And let's see the rest of it. Nice big blister showcasing the figure and accessories. And then some artwork on this side of Banshee. Comic accessory. Marvel's Banshee. On the bottom, a piece of paper. Hasbro print over here. On the back, Marvel Legends series. Giant size X-Men number 1. And then here's the other comics in this series and the cross sale. Banshee, Rom, Ultimate Miles Morales, Ultimate Iron Man, Adam Warlock, and Daken Wolverine or Daken. Marvel's Banshee. In Giant size X-Men number 1, Banshee agrees to help Professor Charles Xavier rescue the X-Men alongside a new team of mutant heroes. And then here it is again in some other languages that I don't read. Recycled print, Marvel small print, Hasbro print. Attention, especially don't stick things in your French pie hole that do not belong there. Warning, attention, Octoon, don't stick things in any other language pie hole that do not belong there. Don't give it to babies down there too. Also, each sold separately, subject to availability, small fine, legalese, and all that good stuff. And a barcode. Let's take a look at the figure and his accessories. And we'll start with the accessories. And here I've got handy dandy tweezers. Had them in the wrong spot. So let's take a look at his accessories. And first up, we'll start with the mini comic book, which is Giant Size X-Men number 1. And I have to say, for this size, it does look pretty darn good. And of course on the back, Marvel Legends series. And there I go bumping the camera because that's what I do. So next up, he does come with 3 alternate hands. 1 grip hand for the left side. And this is probably not anything we haven't seen before. And it does have some nice molded details and stuff in it. Then for the right hand we have, it's a trigger finger hand. And it's on an up and down hinge. Again, probably something that we have seen many times in the line before. And nice molded details in it. And then one more right hand, and it's kind of the splayed finger reaching out, clawing at you kind of hand. Reaching and grabbing hand, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure we've seen this one before as well. In and out hinge. And again, nice molded details. A little bit shiny. Oh, almost put the tweezers up. We still got one more to look at. So here we have his alternate head, which is a screaming head, which is, you know, he is engaging his power. And the hair is swept back like he's flying, so this is a good for flying. And nice deco for the eyes, which I'm sure it's, you know, that face printing technology. You can see it there. Maybe a little bit along the face lines and the teeth and the lips. Possibly the tongue. Although I think that's a separate piece. So it's probably molded in that color. But overall, nice piece. Now let's take a look at the figure himself. And you have to see he kind of got that cocky little smirk on his face. And I like this. I like the hair on this and the big sideburns. That just, it says Sean Cassidy to me all the way. So I like that. And then he's got the big collar here, which is like glued in. So it's probably goes in, glued in, and then the neck probably glues in on top of it. I'm not sure, but very, very nice classic uniform. And you know, the colors are about what you would expect them to be. And the cape is also about what you'd expect it to be. Now, if you've got that first Hasbro Banshee, you're a little bit familiar with what this is, because it's pretty much the same. And you can see we've got tabs here on the arm, which don't appear to be removable. Yeah, they're not. The ones in the side here are just pinned in, so those can come out for whatever reason. And then the ones down here on the leg seem to be attached permanently as well. Now, that original figure, he had, you know, those could pull out, as far as I remember. So there is that. And pretty much if you got Siren, you're familiar with this cape, because it's pretty much the same thing going on there. And so there is that. There's not, I mean, it's nice molded detail. I'm not sure which book this is off of. It could be Vulcan, more than likely, with a little bit of changes to it. You can see the knees are molded in color, I guess, because you can tell it looks, under the lights of the camera, it looks worse than like up close and personal, the color differences there, but it is a thing. So, but again, the head sculpting stuff and the paint or printing, whatever you want to call it, and the hair is obviously a separate piece glued onto the head, but the lips, the eyes, the eyebrows, probably it looks like some stuff like on the lip and around the eyes too. It's hard to catch it in the camera. So let's take a look at his articulation real quick. So his head is on a hinge and ball, so he can look up that high, so pretty good for flight with the other head, of course. And then he can look down that far, and he's got a little bit of chicken neck. There it goes. That hinge is pretty tight. And then he's got some waggle. He can do the full exorcist. At the arms, because these pigs don't come out, the arm of course will go all the way around, but because of the cape, it's problematic. But you get a decent range of motion there. He does have butterfly at the shoulders, back that far, forward that far, so there's that. He can raise his arm up about, well, let's see, about that high. And then he does have rotation at the upper bicep, but again, because of the permanently attached cape, it won't, you can't get full out of it. So at the elbow, it's a double hinge pinless elbow, and it gives you that much bend. And then at the wrist, 360 degrees of rotation on in and out hinge, and the other side is in and out hinge as well. So we have standard Marvel Legends ab hinge. He crunches forward that far, and he can lean backwards that far. So again, good for flight. And I like that they, gave that little extra paint hit right there. He does have a straight cut at the waist, and he'll turn about that far and about that far because, again, it's permanently attached. I keep wanting to say wings, but it's cape. So he can give you that much of the split at the hips. He can kick forward that far, just under 90 degrees it looks like, and backwards not much at all. Cut at the upper thigh, and again, it won't go all the way around because of the cape. Oops. So, it'll tangle up the cape a little bit. So there's that. Double hinged pinless knee, and it will give you about that much bend, so that's pretty good. Then he does have a cut here at the upper shin, almost mid. So he does get 360 degrees there. At the ankle, tilts down that far, tilts up that far, and it does have forward facing pin for rocker. Now you might say, hey, he's got a line right in here. He does have a line right in there, but there is no articulation there, just to make that clear. So there you have it, my friends. There's a look at the figure and his accessories. It's time for my favorite part of a review, comparisons. And here we have the Marvel Legends series comic book accessory, giant size X-Men #1 Banshee, with the Marvel Legends series Bonebreaker Build-A-Figure Waves Siren, the Marvel Legends series Strong Guy Build-A-Figure Waves Black Tom Cassidy, and from the Marvel Legends series Colossus and Juggernaut 2-pack, the Juggernaut. For our last set of comparisons, here we have the Marvel Legends series comic book accessory waves Banshee, with from the Marvel Legends series making his cameo appearance Stan the Man Lee, from the G.I. Joe Classified series the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Regal variant Cobra Commander, from Star Wars The Black Series the Archive Edition 501st Legion Clone Trooper, and for a 7-inch scale comparison from the Masters of the Universe Masterverse line, the 40th Anniversary He-Man. For final thoughts on the Marvel Legends series comic book accessory giant size X-Men #1 Banshee, I have to say it's a little bit of a mixed bag, my friends. The cape, of course, is what it is. It's pretty much what I expected. What I did not expect was that the cape would be permanently attached to Banshee in this very unflattering manner. Even for an action figure, those posts are just stupid. And for such a great character as Banshee to get done in this way, it's ridiculous. I'm not, The mold is fine. The sculpt is fine. The paint is fine. It's just the damn cape. And I don't know, maybe I should have expected something like this. I didn't get the last version of Banshee that they did, which was I want to say it was Uncanny X-Men 275, the blue and yellow costume with the gatefold cover. So I didn't get that Banshee. And I really didn't watch any reviews on it. Maybe I should have, because it would have prepared me for the shit show that is the way the cape is put on this guy. Now, I guess if I get him in the display and he's just flying and I put it at a specific angle, maybe it will look okay. But honestly, this is ridiculous, Hasbro. This is stupid. Why you would do this is beyond me. Unless it's just simply greed. And you're like, well, we'll put a half-assed one out, and then we'll put a better one out later, and a better one out later, and a better one out later. So these morons will keep buying it. Well, you know, I'm very disappointed in this, and I was really looking forward. I only got 3 figures out of this comic book wave. And that was Banshee, Adam Warlock, and Rom Space Knight. And Rom was phenomenal. And Adam Warlock, even though, you know, there wasn't, other than his accessories, his head and his cape, there was nothing, you know, no new sculpt or anything going on there. And then we get to this. And again, I was looking forward to it. I really wanted this classic version of Banshee, because when I think of Banshee, this is what I think of. Even though I know he wore that red and blue, and he did Generation X as the headmaster, and this is what I think of when I think of Sean Cassidy. And it's really a shame that Hasbro just crapped all over this character by making this figure with the cape attached the way that it is. I don't understand it. I don't like it. And it's just plain damn unforgivable. And, you know, if you disagree with me, that's fine. Your mileage, of course, may vary. I'm not going to sit and tell you you're wrong, according to me. But according to me, this is wrong. And again, you may like it, and if that's fine, if you like it, that's fine, that's okay. I'm not going to, you know, hunt you down and beat the crap out of you because you like something I don't like. That's as dumb as the attachment points for this figure. For the cape attachment points, that is. And the fact that the torso part is removable and the rest of it is glued, it boggles my mind. Because even the old Hasbro Marvel Legends, which were mostly just Toy Biz Marvel Legends, when they did a Banshee, the cape would come off. The little paddles pulled out, at least as far as I remember. And it just makes me angry that they should do something so dumb that could have been done differently. Way differently. And not look stupid. This is just dumb. And I'm sorry. And if you like it, that again, that's fine. Your mileage may vary, but I do disagree with you if you do think that this is great. Now, there's some great things about it. I don't hate the whole thing. I think they used the right body. I think that they, did a really good job on the head sculpts. He's even got that big old collar like he's supposed to have. The colors look nice. And, the paint lines are really crisp. And it's just the cape. That's the only thing that's killing this figure. So, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I may cut that thing off and see if I can find one. That's what I want to do. It's probably what I am going to do. I think I'm going to look for one later. Well, my friends, that does it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I kind of enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. If you are interested in supporting my channel further, I am now offering memberships at various tiers. Click the join button on my YouTube page, or check this video's description for the link and see if any membership offers are right for you, but only if you are in a position to do so. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you would like to see more content or just help the channel grow, or both. That's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.